much deeper when you quit playing charades. Yeah.
Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing you how I achieved this beautiful shiny and defined finger coils on my short natural fussy hair. If you're interested in knowing how I achieved this look in less than 10 minutes, then keep on watching. Yeah, so I started off by prepping my hair, and at this moment I just washed my hair, so I'll be going in with some water spray in my hair just to make sure that I don't feel pains as I proceed with the hair. And after this, I added my Cantu leave-in conditioner. I use the olive also. You can use any type of choice, but this is what I could get in my local supermarkets. So that is what I'm using, and it works a lot for me. Yeah, so I'm just rubbing it into my hair to just make sure that it settles in and I can feel the softness of my hair before I proceed to the next step. The next thing I'm going to do is to start partitioning my hair. I like this particular comb here. It just helps. I mean, the tip is sharp enough. It doesn't wound your scalp, but at the same time, it can help you neatly partition your hair. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that partitioning. And most of the time, like seriously, some persons are really obsessed with clean lines or neat lines. Yeah, I just try to achieve some kind of clean lines here, but you don't have to, just to make sure that the curve is curvy. You don't have to make sure that the lines are so straight actually, because like I mentioned, this is my lazy method of doing this so that you don't spend all the time in front of your mirror trying to partition your hair. So I'm trying to achieve this curve, and I'm just going to pack this up so that it doesn't intrude with the ones at the back of my hair. And so to the next step now, I am going ahead to partition the one at the back. This is not the first time I'm doing this style. The last one I did, I made it a center part, but this time I just wanted it to go to one side of the hair more instead of being at the center. It's just preference. You can decide to do yours in a different way. The next thing I'm going to do now is to gather one portion of the back part so that it doesn't intrude while I weave the other side. And so I'm just showing you guys what the back looks like and to see how I was able to neatly partition. Well, that again, you don't have to exactly be able to neatly partition. And so the next thing I did is to go in with some products again, some water, because while I was doing all of that, I felt the hair was drying up, and I also added in the leave-in conditioner just to make sure that yeah, it's cool. Then I went in with my gel. I have two gels that I used. I used the Shine and Jam, and I'm also using some Echo styling gel. And so from there, I went ahead to partition my hair. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not so compulsory that it's so neat. Like, so what I'm trying to achieve here is a side brush for the two sides of the hair, but I didn't want to go on and keep applying gels to achieve that because my hair is short. And so what I did is to give it side brush effect to an extent. Then after partitioning, I went on to add some products and combed it through just to make sure that I don't have difficulties while weaving. And so I applied some gel to the frontal part so that it gives me that side brush effect. So this is my Echo gel that I'm trying to apply to my edges and to my parts just to make it well defined. And so after that, went ahead to weave my hair to the center of the parts. So I repeated the same process for the second and the third one. Yeah. And while I was doing this, it was not so compulsory that it's so neat. I'm just trying to achieve that side brush at the two sides of my hair. And so I went ahead with the same process for the other side. After I was done with the weaving, I went ahead to make them meet, to weave the center part of my hair from the back. And right here, guys, my hair is short, and I was just trying to pick as much as I could, you know, just to look kind of neat. It's not, for me, it's not just so compulsory that it looks exactly neat. I just went on to weave it just to make sure that it gathers up at the center. So after that, I went ahead to the frontal part that I partitioned earlier, and I'm about to start off with the coils. But before I started off with the coils, I added some products again, some water, leave-in, and some gel, and that is what I'm trying to massage into my hair to make sure that everything settles in well. And so the process of finger coiling began, and there's no need of actually partitioning my hair with a comb right now. I was just kind of picking out the hair with my hand. You know, I just stayed consistent to the size I was picking and I began to roll it. So I added some gel to my palm just to make the rolling nice and all of that. And guys, as you can see, I'm just rolling it to one side and I make sure I rolled it to the tip. And guys, this process is interesting. Although it could look like it's going to take a long time, but it didn't take a long time. You know, I renewed the gel in my hand and just kept rolling. You can roll with just one hand, you can roll with two hands, but I think that with one hand is more effective, and it just continued going. And because of the leave-in I used, I'm having some white cast, so you don't have to bother about the white cast, it will fade off itself. And so I continued with the process until I achieved this large chunk that I have here, and I was almost done. And this was looking good already. Guys, I was already getting so excited with what I was saying. And so it's time to style my edges. So I just went ahead to style my edges, and that was it, guys. Well, I'm not so good at styling my edges. I had a little struggle here, but not too bad, guys. So I was able to achieve the coily edges, and tada, we are done. At this point, I was already loving my hair. And so right now, after styling my edges, I went ahead to dry up the hair so that all the white casts would actually totally leave. And after that, I added some oil just to make it all shiny and glowy. And guys, I was off to do my makeup. And guys, this is a finished look. I love this hair. I mean, it was so simple to do. In fact, I don't even think I spent up to 10 minutes on this. I just stood in front of my mirror and this was done in few minutes. I love it. You don't have to do this style. You can style it anyhow, just as it comes to your mind. You can decide to coil your whole hair. You can decide not to weave the back area the way I did mine. You can decide to use some hair extension or the back weave. So it just depends on what you like. But this, I was just trying to hurry up and do something in less than 10 minutes. And I hope this was helpful. So guys, thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.